Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm Town and Spain in general. And today, as every Monday and Friday, wow, the time just flies, it's time to talk about the latest news update from Spain and obviously our favorite town of all, Benidorm. Today we'll be talking about different news. First of all, about the situation in general in Spain, what is happening in our region, how many tourists are arriving, and if some of them are arriving in here, what is happening with the hotels, and what the future probably will bring us this year in terms of tourists arriving for the new summer season 2023. Then we'll be talking about what tourists are actually searching for before they arrive on holidays to Benidorm and Costa Blanca, which keywords they're using, which kind of information they're seeking online, which is really curious, by the way, and it's not something that you might expect. And then the last news will be about the changing tendency in the hotel bookings and in package bookings. What do tourists search for right now the most, and which is the most popular way of coming to Costa Blanca and Benidorm? And obviously we'll finish with the latest weather forecast. First of all, let's talk about the situation here in Spain and in general in our region. It's really quiet right now in terms of tourism, but it's not going to be happening like this for a really long time from now on. At the end of this week, beginning of next week, a lot of people will be coming to Benidorm Town, and this will be mostly due to Benidorm Fest, the Eurovision pre-selection contest that will be happening in Spain and obviously will be held here in Benidorm Town. So Benidorm will start getting really busy starting from next week. Mostly you will see a lot of people in the central areas. The hotels will be really busy and quite full, by the way, which is why for these days the prices of Benidorm hotels too are slightly higher than they used to be on other different dates in January or beginning of February. So take that into consideration if you were willing to come on those dates, end dates of January, beginning of February, because the prices are slightly higher than they normally are. And in general, for the bookings this year, what might expect us? Benidorm definitely will be extremely busy this year. This year is supposed to be even better than the 2019, even better than the previous year, which is when we started with no restrictions already. We definitely kind of feel like Benidorm will become really crowded. It will be full, beach areas will be full, the historical city center, the Old Town, Levante Beach, even Poniente Beach, they will be extremely busy this year because even though there is inflation, even though some countries, do have some issues in terms of the economy, and people basically have issues, not the country itself, but although as well, but people have issues. They are not spending as much money right now, but still people are gathering these small amounts of money so that at the end they would be able to have this lovely holiday, at least for a couple of days, getaway, if you wish to call it like this, here in this sunny and lovely Spain. So this year should be the best of the last at least 5-6 years that Spain has had. Let's hope for the best. What are tourists actually looking for when they are choosing to come to Benidorm and Costa Blanca before traveling? This is really interesting statistics that I did find today in the morning here in the local newspapers, and this is the official information from INVAT touristic organization that elaborates statistics here in Valencian community, and that is in charge of basically checking what people are searching for, which are the most popular keywords to search online in Google, YouTube, like all the popular social medias. What are people looking for? And this information is actually used to adapt the tourism towards what people are looking for, to adapt the packages at the hotels, to adapt the offers that are being put in place here in Costa Blanca for the tourists this year. And it's really curious because you would have thought, well, okay, it's Benidorm, it's Costa Blanca. Well, obviously it's going to be like a beach, sunshine, weather, you know. Something like this will be the most popular, but it's not the case. I have here a list of most popular words that people are searching right now, and the information obviously here is about Benidorm Fest, which is coming right now. It's about nightlife, so the keyword nightlife, it's really popular to search in here because obviously a lot of people are coming here to spend time in nightclubs, night pubs. You know, Benidorm is really famous for, you know, the British street as well. Then followed by shopping and different hotels, which is why here on the channel we also show you different hotels, but they are official tours which are being authorized previously by the management of the hotel, so that you could see it by yourselves with the video, because pictures are one thing but a video is totally different, so that you could see if it's suitable for you guys, and maybe you will find the best hotel for your stay here in the area. So people are searching for it actively right now. The biggest amount of information being searched, and people who are most interested in checking in advance where they're getting into basically, are obviously national tourists, which are Spanish, followed by UK, which is not surprising at all because this is one of the main motors here of tourism in our region, as you might know, as well as, for example, in Balearic Islands and Canarian Islands too. People from UK are traveling there a lot. Followed by Ireland, Belgium, Netherlands, and Portugal. These are the tourists who are searching the biggest amount of information and preparing themselves for their travel here to Benidorm. Obviously, people from UK and from Ireland as well. Sometimes one of the biggest searches that they do is about the Benidorm series, and they're trying to search which are the places where the series were filmed, and obviously this way, whenever they come to Benidorm and Costa Blanca, visit these exact places, like, I don't know, Morgan's Tavern, the hotels where it was filmed, you know, all these like specific parts. They're making like kind of a Benidorm series tour. Oh, that would be a good idea. Benidorm series tour. That will be useful for my future business, which, by the way, I'll be letting you know in a full complete video just a couple of days from now. So make sure you subscribe if you still did not do so, and click the notifications bell so that you would see all notifications whenever my new video is posted here on our channel, Benidorm by Ana, because just in a couple of days, I'll be letting you know what my new baby, my new creation, my new business is all about. It's going to be starting really small, but hopefully in the future, it's going to be quite a big thing in here. So just in a couple of days, you'll know which kind of service and which kind of business you will be able to use in your future holidays here in Costa Blanca. I'm so anxious about it. I cannot believe it's going to be happening just in a couple of days. So talking about Benidorm series, there are a lot of people who are searching for it as well. And in general, to travel in February right now, like the next upcoming month, more than 247,000, almost 248,000 searches for Benidorm and Costa Blanca were being performed online. So this kind of means that all these people, almost 250,000 people, are planning on traveling only in February. It's still like a long way to see if they will actually travel or not, but this is a big amount of people planning to traveling in February. And as I've said at the beginning, this year kind of promises to be really busy. So if you still did not book your holidays, maybe it's time to do so before the prices did not went even higher up than they actually are right now. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all is about the change of tendency, the change of the most popular vacations type of packages, you know, what people are actually searching for and what people need whenever they're coming here to the region. If they're coming on full board, on all-inclusive, just bed and breakfast, you know, just self-catering, half-board, what people are choosing to come to Benidorm. This is very curious because before, it depends on which area of Spain it is. For example, on the islands, there's a lot of all-inclusive places. But here on the mainland, many places, they do not offer all-inclusive. They just offer maximum a full board, and then you can just use the restaurant or a bar service to pay extra, or just charge it on your room and pay upon your departure. However, right now, you know that in Madrid there is a FITUR, which is the International Tourism Fair. They've sent a message ASAP to all hotels in Costa Blanca, alerting them that there is a huge change in what consumers and future tourists actually want and need. If beforehand it was really equal between people who were choosing like all-inclusive, some people were preferring to go and eat somewhere inside of the city, you know, just to get to know our Spanish cuisine, Spanish culture slightly better, choose different, like select different bars, or choose their own type of food, you know, if it's in case of British tourists. There's a huge selection of typical British food in here, and especially handmade, like homemade food as they call it. But right now, the all-inclusive will be a total change this year. All-inclusive, it's the most popular thing that people are actually looking to book this year, more than self-catering, more than a full board, half board, more than bed and breakfast. All-inclusive is the thing of this year, 2023. Why it's happening like this? A lot of tourists that were arriving, a lot of tourism agencies were asking if the hotels do cater for all-inclusive, because as per their own words, what is happening is that people don't want to spend as much money as they did before. So they want to control what they're actually spending, which means that if they're paying for all-inclusive, all the drinks, snacks, and everything is included in the hotel. So they will be able to spend the minimum amount possible outside of it, you know, whenever they go to explore the town. But if they only have like a specific board, you know, with not all meals, not all snacks, not all drinks included, it's going to be way bigger spending of money. This time, around 33-34% and increasing will be traveling in 2023 with the all-inclusive package. And these type of bookings are actually increasing around between 40 and 57%. And it all depends on the age. People with older age, like starting from 55, 60, 65 years old, they've increased by 40%, because a lot of them still do prefer and go and eat outside or enjoy their time outside. But families, especially with children and younger families, they are increasing the bookings in all-inclusive a lot, which is why hotels right now are trying to change the offer ASAP, because as the Visit Benidorm Foundation here in Benidorm assists them and tells them it's better for the hotels to change their priority and include the all-inclusive, you know, inside of their possible packages, so that they could adapt to the necessities of tourists and get all this like tourism here in the area than just letting it pass, and for people to be in need of choosing any other touristic destinations, just because Benidorm doesn't have enough hotels with the all-inclusive available this year with all the bookings coming up. My recommendation would be to check the hotels, check the offers that a lot of the hotels have, check on social media. A lot of people, like, you know, influencers are posting the discount vouchers online that you can use for different hotels here. So check that, make sure you check the best one on the hotel, like you can see in, like, for example, TripAdvisor, on any other website. You can check the prices and the difference in the price, so you can book the best option for you guys. Everyone have different priorities, but there is always something for someone available here in Benidorm. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you who will be coming shortly to Spain on holidays? First of all, I have here all the information about the latest weather update, and there are 6 communities here in Spain, comunidades autónomas, 6 regions, big regions that are in alert of snow. Obviously, we're not as lucky, so it's not going to be snowing here in Benidorm. It never does. However, if we will be slightly lucky, we will be able, maybe, just maybe, to see the snow on the highest, like furthest mountains here in the area. Sometimes we're able to see the snow right there, but here, not gonna be snowing. If you want to see some snow, you need to go towards the north of Spain, slightly higher than Madrid is located in. you might be quite lucky. Apart from that, there is a slight wind, but no such a huge like windy storm that we've had the previous week. And it's not going to be raining here, at least up until this Wednesday. Wednesday in the morning, like first part of the day, it might be raining just a tiny bit, but it's not something major. And afterwards, it's going to be cloudy / sunny during the next couple of weeks. We would think that if it's so sunny that the temperatures will be really nice, but it's not going to be the case. Sadly, it's not going to be the case. Right now, in some areas of Spain, as you can see here on the second map, the temperatures might go up until -11 during daytime. This is daytime temperatures. You can see there's a lot of blue dots. Almost whole Spain is like in blue circles. Only Mediterranean area and like South Spain and obviously Canarian Islands do have this slightly warmer winter weather. Here it's going to be around 10-11 degrees today, although it's still sunny. But whenever you go in the shade, whenever the sun goes down or you're like at the shade of buildings, you're actually able to feel that it's quite chilly outside. So people use their winter jackets like the one that I have right now on myself. People use some scarves because this weather is really tricky. If you are going outside and the wind is just blowing to you, you probably will have a sore throat afterwards, even if you feel like you're not cold. But this wind will make your throat sore, so be really careful with that. Get some scarf. If you don't have any, just go to Altea or any other kind of Chinese shops. Just for a couple of euros, you'll be able to get one for yourself. And these temperatures will be slightly higher the next couple of days, so like 13-14 degrees here, but no 20 degrees any longer, sadly. Although it's already end of January, it's one more month and we'll be in spring already, so not everything is as bad. But we'll need to wait for 20 degrees just quite a few weeks from now on, before we will start the new lovely summer season. Thank you all for joining us on today's news update from Spain and Benidorm Town, and stay tuned for the final new business reveal that I'll be launching in just a couple of days. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye.